What's down here? Oh! Okay. Next game. Live from the bottom of the ocean, it's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex. How does it feel to be underwater?
Glub, glub, glub. Help, help.
Glub, glub, glub. Thanks for the grub. Oh, man. If you're expecting to see good games tonight, you might find a couple. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. But tonight's stream is going to be a Kusoge showcase, first and foremost, because we're covering Ocean Software for Super Nintendo. Oh my god, these games are. Some of them are going to be playable, some might be inoffensive. The rest, I don't know. I don't know either. Welcome to the show, everybody. How's it going? I'm doing pretty good.
I think they're good.
Nice. How are you, Alex?
I'm good. And I want to thank some folks before we get started. Thank you, Arpagot, for the 32-month resub. Do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Subside 19 cheered 100 bits. Thank you.
Thank
you, Shininera, for the 20-month resub. It's my 200-month anniversary.
That's a lot of months.
2 billion months. That's so many. Thank you, Spin Cut. 36-month resub. That's 3 whole years. 3 whole years with the pals. Thank you for all the laughs and amazing, incredible games.
Those amazing, incredible games. I don't know. The rest of it, thank you, though.
Thank you, Smell Bear. 57-month resub. Holy shit.
So many months. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe Cool Maverick. 28-month resub. Hello, everyone. And dear God, has it been 2 years already? It has, and
God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Krabby Terrori, for the 22-month resub. Kusoge games as far as the ocean goes.
It's an ocean
Throw
of
them all
games.
in.
Thank
Thank you to Sepicide19 for gifting the sub to Andy Bumble. Welcome to the sub club, Andy. And we are not starting soon. We are started.
Yeah, it has been started. You can't stop it now. Thanks, everybody, including Fizz Dragon EX.
Oh, thank you. 5-month resub. Ocean Pals, take me by the hand.
All right, y'all.
I didn't say that in the right voice, but
we're all gonna take a nice walk into the ocean with this one. Ocean Software, that is. Wait,
no.
I already introed Ocean Software. Whatever. What did the poll look like this week?
Let's see. The poll looked like this.
Yeah, the theme was Kusoge publishers for Super Nintendo. These are all publishers who are pretty infamous, who are pretty well known for producing crappy games. I decided between Yumimi Mix and all the other good stuff we've played lately, we need some crap. We gotta balance it out. The galactic balance must be preserved, or whatever.
That's what George Lucas said.
Yeah. We ready to do this?
Are we ready to do this?
We ready to do this? Rio D, say thank you for the 2 gift subs.
Yes, welcome to the sub club. Al Pennington, 1572 in Sturlock.
So,
thank you.
I'm not here to completely shit all over Ocean Software. They have a reputation, so to say, but of any company, I would liken them most to Konami in that they really focused on license-based games during the 90s. Aren't they similar, don't you think? Now, while Konami took the approach of gobbling up licenses that looked really lucrative, that looked like specifically that they could be the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they took those licenses and just made the best games possible in most cases. Ocean Software was kind of less... They weren't very discriminating with the licenses they picked up, let's say. That's something we're going to see over the next couple hours. So while they have similarities to other companies that tried the license-based approach, you'll find it's distinctly different on the other side of the ocean.
That's good. That's good.
Feel proud of that segue. Let's start the stream.
Okay.
We started in 1992. The Super Nintendo just came out. All people have to play are Super Mario World, F-Zero, Pilot Wings, and now the Addams Family. We've played this a few times on stream. A lot of these games you're only going to see for a couple minutes, either because we've covered them before or because it's entirely redundant. But suffice to say, this was a very important release for Ocean Software. This was their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Addams Family movie, pretty big success. Had a whole bunch of games based on it. And between it being a pretty popular movie and there just being not many games for Super Nintendo at the time, this was a huge hit. Many copies were sold. And you can click along with the music. Enjoying my soft shoe routine?
It's, Yeah, me.
Whew.
And this...
I still got it in me. Okay, let's start the game.
Oh, I forgot about little Gomez.
Little Gomez.
Little baby Gomez.
Here in his little house.
He's going on an adventure. Look at him go.
I never know where to go in this game. This is kind of open-ended. It's a proto-Metroidvania, you might say, if you're an asshole. So I'm gonna say it. I do know the first thing you want to do in the game is climb this dang tree in order to get more hearts. Anyone play this? Anyone happen to be a fan of this often ported game?
Short King Gomez, SD Gomez.
Very SD.
Isn't this just an Amiga game? Is it?
This was on Amiga. I don't know if that was the lead platform or not. This was just one of those games that was just ported all over the damn place. Look, I still have a chance. It's okay.
Sorry, the honk is you died.
Yeah, the game really punishes you for taking a hit. Because if anyone's listening, they're going to hear this honk. Let's see if I can kill the bird before we can move on.
Okay. Goal 1, kill bird.
But for such a seemingly generic-looking Amiga game, this one actually plays pretty well. And good thing, too, because so many people played this, both at home and in the arcades. Because this got an arcade release on the Super Nintendo arcade system.
Wait.
You remember that thing with the big-ass controllers that were bolted to the machine?
Yes! Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Imagine playing this in the arcade, seeing this next to, like, literally anything and being like, I
Yeah.
gotta be Gomez.
Ideally, the arcade system was to promote the Super Nintendo itself, because, you know, kids could put in a quarter and play a couple minutes of Mario World and be like, holy shit! Mom, if we don't get this, I'm gonna throw a shit fit. I don't think any shit fits were thrown over this game.
No kids puked on command to get their mom to buy this.
Puked on command.
Have you not heard about kids who do that?
You ruined my perfect run.
Thank you, St. Ass for Team 300 bits. I don't know why. I'm talking about puking on command. And thank you, Simon, 44 months. Haven't been around in a while. But thanks for 44 months of Dank licensed games and Tiny John Assens. Oh, thank you and welcome.
Hey, Simon, welcome. Lurch is playing a song for you. This is the music room. Look at that freaking thing. Gomez is like, can you believe this guy? A lot to do in this game. Maybe someday I'll actually play it. But this was not the Addams Family game I was familiar with as a kid. That'll go on, you'll see that game in, I don't know, probably 30 or 40 minutes. The stove can be switched off if you can find the switch.
Why is your chef trying to kill you?
Everything in here is psycho.
But also, when did the Addams Family get a fucking chef?
I want to know more about that guy. Well, I'm bad at this platformer, which bodes well for the next 40 platformers I have to play. Also in 1992, hey, it's your favorite movie license, Lethal Weapon. Riding high off the release of Lethal Weapon 3, Ocean Software scooped it up.
Kids love Lethal Weapon.
They can't get enough.
You know what kids love more than anything? Mel Gibson properties.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The man can do no wrong. Believe it or not, this also had an arcade release, so just think of that while you see what this game looks like. Have you ever seen this?
Just see this. Imagine you see like this.
Oh, can I be Joe Pesci?
Yeah, you see Joe Pesci sandwiched in between like Street Fighter 2 and like, I don't know, literally any shooter from the time. Would you choose this? Would you choose this little man in this terrible office?
The game doesn't take place in the office, Alex, and that terrible man is Mel Gibson.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah, so people in chat have been mentioning that Ocean had really, some of them had really dank tunes. A lot of the soundtracks are provided by Dean Evans, who is the Dank Master. I'm sorry, that's a horrible thing to call someone. I'm already Ocean
Apologies
brain.
to Dankmaster 420, one of our good friends here on Twitch. Alex, apologize.
Dankmaster 420, I'm so sorry. You have never worked for Ocean Games, I don't think.
So it may surprise you to hear this, but this game was not as successful as the Addams Family.
This little run as he goes up the stairs.
Just the cheapy Mel Gibson is kind of killing me.
It's hilarious. Look at his...
Of any actor you could make look like this, I don't think it's possible for it to be funnier than this person in particular. Good lord. I guess we're going this way. I've never actually played this game for this long. We were fighting various longshoremen. I like the fact you have limited ammo. I like the fact the controls are super, super bad, even compared to the Addams Family, which had kind of slippery controls. God.
I love the way the vest flies off of you when you get hit.
Oh, look at this. He can climb. Hand over hand. Is this some fucking episode of Tom and Jerry or some shit?
I'm sorry, I'm just...
Oh, the freaking cat and the mouse are on the scaffolding again.
I'm just thinking
And
of
Mel Gibson is yelling slurs at them.
Mel Gibson meeting up with James Pond being like, I can climb, I can stretch
Shark!
real high. There's a shark.
There's a freaking shark down here. Look
Hey,
at this.
no.
This is the only move you can do underwater.
Don't get eaten by the shark.
I'm gonna fight the shark.
No!
Mel Gibson versus shark. Here we fucking go. This is what everyone wanted to see tonight.
I didn't know Mel could breathe underwater.
You can. Got a vicious headbutt, too. Let's see if we can corner this fish. Oh, he's in his little safe zone. I see how it is. I see how it is. Oh, and you gotta take over as Danny Glover when Mel Gibson dies.
Why does Danny Glover have such bad posture?
He's been taking posture lessons from
Look at that!
Spider-Man from that Sega arcade game.
He looks terrible.
Okay, well they can't be all hits, Alex. But this one's a surefire hit. Or perhaps should I say, it's a pushover. Developed by Red Rat Software.
I do.
You want
like
to turn
that.
this down for sure.
I like that name.
No, for the
Oh,
people.
good. Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Have not played this. I've heard people say it's inscrutable.
Listen, we all want a gone fishing game.
Oh, turn it down for us too.
Okay.
Just turn it down across the board.
Yeah,
Make sure
just-
no one can ever hear this. Okay, here's the demo. How do you play? Oh, what? You gotta pick up the dominoes and push them? Do I have to play this? We have a lot of games to show off.
Could you... I would say you have to at least try one, but...
Apparently there's different kind of dominoes, and you can only push certain kinds from some direction and not others, and some of them explode, and some of them leak. Some of them are filled with, candy. You could toss them? Yeah. What the fuck?
They go up!
What kind of brain lord do you have to be to play this? This is...
Look at this!
This is twisted.
This isn't how dominoes work!
What? This has to be like level...
Okay, yeah,
This has to be
let's-
like level 84
Look at
or
that,
something.
yeah.
Let's play the actual game. The guy's name you're controlling in this game is G.I. Ant. Did you know?
Gee,
Did you get it?
is he like a...
I don't know why that was so funny. What? Hey! You got a pushing power? Mr. Ant. Mr. G.I. Ant. Fuck this. Oh my god.
Okay, so we've got the standard, the stopper, the splitter, the exploder, the tumbler, the delay, don't forget the bridger, the vanishing trigger, and the ascender.
Remember when Yahoo bought Tumblr?
Remember when Yahoo bought ascender?
I just die? You failed! You have no pushes left. Okay, we can't push, but can we pick up? No. 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 Oh? Okay. I think this game's too smart for me. Wait a minute. Tried my best.
Tried your best. You failed. Not all dominoes have toppled.
Good game, Ocean.
The striped one has to be last, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
well.
okay. I'll remember that for next time.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to play RoboCop 3. So believe it or not, this is kind of a major release for Ocean. They were expecting this to do numbers, because if you'll remember, the one license that brought them success across all the European microcomputers was the original RoboCop, which at the time wasn't a franchise, wasn't well known, was just kind of a mid-budget movie, so they were all like, okay, give us the license, we'll pay 10 quid for it. The game brought in many more quid than that. But the RoboCop series kind of continued, and people kind of stopped caring. Has anyone here seen RoboCop 3? I haven't seen 2 or 3.
I haven't seen 2 or 3 either. I've only seen the first one. Ah, the studio that made RoboCop 3 went bankrupt. Good. That sounds about right.
I've played this game for 2 seconds, and I can tell you they deserved it.
This looks like...
Actually, this plays a whole lot like the RoboCop Data East arcade game, which I think is all anyone wanted. The ZX Spectrum version was basically kind of a down-ported version of the arcade Data East game. It's not the exact same game, I know, but it was in the style.
Thank you, I asked for the 25 bits coffee.
Coffee!
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, they evicted RoboCop? No wonder he's going around shooting everyone. How do you get the guys? How do you... You can shoot up, but you can't... Man... I don't know about this RoboCop 3. Is this kind of a multiplicity situation?
Where there's like multiple RoboCops?
Yeah.
Clones?
And this one's stupid and he loves barbecue or something?
Where's the horny one?
Oh, you don't want to see that one.
Because I know the Multiplicity had that. When did I saw I may be misremembering, but I swear to God I saw Multiplicity in the last decade.
Oh, you've got the three-way shot from the Data East arcade game. So this goes a little bit closer to the Data East formula than even the previous Ocean RoboCop games. Ocean, if you'll remember, did the RoboCop 2 game on NES, which was horrible. This is less horrible, but it's still... I guess it's acceptable for 1992 Super Nintendo. We'll give them that. This game also had an arcade release. I think this was the final game released for the Nintendo Super System in arcades. You can run out of ammo?
They're shooting the shit out of you.
Well, I'm out of bullets. And they're not responding to me just pointing my gun threateningly. You, stop. Quit shooting me until I can get this ammo. Thank you.
Okay, you can punch him.
It does way less damage. Whoa, cool bike. Did you see the tiny front tire?
Mm-hmm.
Look at it.
It's...
Maybe it's a tricycle.
Oh, it's like some kind of weird future penny farthing. Danny, can I get a penny farthing?
No,
Oh, God, no.
This
no.
is what happened to the last guy who asked for a penny farthing.
I see. No, thank you.
That's their 1992 lineup. There's nowhere to go but up. 1993 brings another Addams Family game, and this is the one that I rented and played. This is the game that I spent a weekend with. Addams Family Pugsley Scavenger Hunt.
HB Productions, so I guess it's based on the Hanna-Barbera series?
It is.
Oh.
What do you think of this little fucker?
Oh, he's a little freak. He is a little freak from the animated series.
He is a freak for sure. Even Mom doesn't have time for him. Feel bad for him.
Well, they've all got those 90s designs. God.
Yeah. Let's go in here. Wow. This game just hits you in the face with that Ocean Software flavor.
That smooth Virginia Ocean Software flavor.
Oh, you can practically smell it. Well, the duck bled to death. What? Oh, you gotta hit him in order. So I rented this, and the reviews at the time will tell you this game, compared to the original, is fucking impossible. They just dialed up the difficulty to 1,000,000,000. I couldn't get anywhere. There's that open hub world at the beginning where you can pick your level, but none of the levels are possible. And even the ducks look depressed. They don't look like they want to be here.
Let's see. It's multiple people commenting on the soundscape. It's awful.
You like that fart whenever you jump on an enemy?
No.
Here, check it out.
Ugh.
Every time. Hey, duck. Hey, other duck. Whoa, okay. Hang on. I got this guy. He's kind of slippery.
You really expect kids to be like, oh yeah, I gotta play as Pugsley. I love Pugsley.
He's who I identify as. The game tricked me. And I was right near the toilet exit.
The jaunty way he moves his arms.
If I remember right, there's also levels that take place inside of Grandma's crystal ball.
I remember that.
Which means that almost all of the screen is obscured around the edges and corners because they're trying to do a cool graphical effect. And it makes the game way harder.
We are not in a giant mouth. We are in a horrible bathtub. A terrible bathtub that I don't want to go into.
Into the toilet, Pugsley.
That is a toilet lid. Fine.
So you can see that Ocean Software, even though they relied on a few specific licenses, you'd think with this they would be like, okay, Addams Family made us a lot of money, all we gotta do is make a decent game as a follow-up. Nope, couldn't do that. They decided, no, let's make a shitty one on purpose.
That's exactly how games get made, yes.
That was a leaked memo from the development of this game. Let's make a shitty one instead. Is that a Chanel No. 5 joke?
Yes.
Wow. Welcome back to the 90s. It sucks here. Fart noise.
I was gonna say, it's surrounded with fart noises and everyone's biphobic.
Big problem for Pugsley.
Pugsley, get your shit together!
Oh, the crabs are in love. Oh, these are toilet pull chains that I'm climbing.
Okay, thank you for saying that, Snubble, because I also thought that Pugsley looked like a terrible British child. Doesn't he look like an awful, he looks like a kid who's named, like, the Bad Bean Boy or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he tells his mom to, like, croft off.
Croft off. Wow, I've never heard such words on this stream before.
No, turn this stream around. We're not doing this.
So remember what I said about Ocean being not particularly picky with the licenses it picked up? Cool World, the adult-themed animation/live-action movie from 1992.
Ralph Bakshi, are you watching this?
Yeah, why'd you do this? Well, we know why.
Money?
Money and a lot of movie studio fuckery. Man, the Mister does not like this game.
The Mister's trying to save us.
Yeah. Cool World? I'm not programmed to run Cool World. So much like the movie was a weird mishmash of, what's the fucking jump button in this game? Why?
Yeah.
God. Much like the movie couldn't really commit to a particular design or audience, this game does a little bit of everything. Yes, I don't have a nickel. Oh. This is kind of a point-and-click adventure game in the guise of a platformer. You are under arrest. This is the real experience. I'm not throwing for content. That's Brad Pitt.
Look at that! Look at...
Keep away from her.
That is, I know we mention it every stream, but the main rule of Cool World is that cartoons and humans cannot do it.
Yeah.
Or else the world turns like crazy.
What do they call them? Like skins and tunes?
Noids. I like
Noids.
skins. Skins is much better. A little terrifying.
There's like a fucking punch thing you pick up, and then you punch the pennies, and you use the pennies, but all these cops keep getting all over you and arresting you, and you're not allowed to do anything or have fun.
They do! Smebble, Toons, and Noids do it in the movie, and it does tear the world asunder.
Mm-hmm. That's not an ending spoiler.
Cool World was originally supposed to have a half-human, half-toon man, so it was... I would have loved
cool.
that. That's me.
Yeah, you gotta get this thing in order to attack. Yeah.
Oh, awful.
And then, like, there's some platforms here that aren't really visible. Yeah, look at this. You just kind of have to climb on the background. The thing that sucks about showing off 40 or so Ocean Software games in a row is that a lot of these games are so inscrutable you'll never figure out how to play them, and you need to play in advance. Yes, I do have a nickel. You can do that.
I should tell people that. I should be like, hey, you can win extra money in Vegas, like, randomly.
Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming one of those real-world NPCs. Like, you just stop me on the street, and I'm just like, nice weather today.
Hey! I will say, I've been spending time occasionally in downtown Austin, and anytime I have an interaction with a tourist, I feel like an NPC, because they're all like, I have helped people find barbecue places more than once with my phone.
Good for you. The people gotta find barbecue.
What buses to go on.
You can tell they're not Texas because they don't follow their nose. Any Texan would just sniff the air and be like, yes, barbecue is in this direction.
And then
Look at that fucked up wolf! He set me on fire. Our next game is Dennis the Menace. Oh, it's not going to get any better from here, is it? Not to be confused with the UK Dennis the Menace, which coincidentally was invented the same year at the same time.
That is so weird to me, by the way.
This one is very loud. There's that Dennis the Menace theme music you love. Okay, there we go. It sounded like Halloween for a second.
It did.
Oh. Early 90s comedy movie starring some kid and Walter Matthau as Mr. Wilson, the guy he constantly torments. Was a comic strip, became a cartoon, then was a live-action movie. Happened with a lot of things in the 90s. There was the Addams Family, the Flintstones, and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It was a real retro revival. But it resulted in games that look and play like this.
Can I just say it? Mr. Wilson was right. Dennis is a real piece of shit.
Yeah. He did a lot of bullshit in that movie. He's got a lot to account for.
He does. I cannot believe. You know, I'm going to do a call-out post for Dennis the Menace.
I heard Dennis the Menace force-fed a man with beans until he exploded.
No, that's deviant art, honey.
No, have you not seen this movie?
I have not seen the Dennis the Menace.
That's something that, if you haven't seen the movie, you'll think that I'm lying, but no, that's actually the case. I guess you can't turn that into gameplay, so instead they just made it some kind of free-roaming bullshit.
I guess you cannot torture a man with beans in a video game. I guess that's not a good gameplay mechanic. That's not narrative dissonance.
You can't jump on enemies in this game.
Explode an old man.
Mr. Wilson's house is gigantic. You need to collect various keys. There's something like a dozen different collectibles you have to collect in this first level just to get around. But I don't think anyone's ever done it. Oh, a nice coincidence, though. This week, someone uploaded a ROM hack to romhacking.org that changes this into a regular video game. Like, it makes it more linear. It makes it so you have to collect fewer things.
You know what? I really appreciate someone doing this. and I mean this with love, but why? Is there something about... Oh my god, is that why?
That's why.
Okay, never mind, I take it back.
They saw a glimmer of creativity in the premise, and they were like, I can fix him.
I take it back. It's perfect.
We played this on Mascot Friday if you want to see us suffer through it then. I don't think we ever got past the first level. I don't think anyone has.
Thank you, Lady Linalia, 50-month resub. Wow, thank you.
Thank you. 50 months. So, something Ocean did, in addition to making their own wretched games based on movie licenses, is that they brought over localized versions of... What are you doing, Dennis? No, what were you doing? Before I closed the menu, what were you... No, show us. Show us, what were you doing? Did anyone see what he was doing? Do we have that on tape? Can we pull it? Can we make him watch it? Oh, fucking hands on his hips. Get the... Then he pops another one. Is he eating them?
Yeah.
Yeah, swallow that gum, you little freak.
His intestines are going to be fucked.
So Ocean brought over localized versions of certain games. In Japan, this was called Exhaust Heat. It was also called that in Europe, but in the US, it was called F1 Rock, Race of Champions. I figured we'd show off the few games that they localized for the European market, because that is part of their catalog. Alex blown back from his chair by this intro.
Say, just, hey, Seta. Yeah, yes, Seta Racing. Yes, yes.
Yep. We're all about Seta.
Yes.
You could get April O'Neil to train you? Nice. Never played this. This is my first time. We are going to represent Italy, I guess. Oh no, that's the course. I thought you were choosing to be Italian.
No, you can't choose to be Italian. You have to be lucky to be born that way.
Ah, dang. Who do I gotta marry to get converted to Italian? Oh, the car's tiny!
Oh, you're a baby!
They let a little bitty car out on this big old racetrack. Now, at least one of these games, possibly this one, used an additional chip on the cartridge board in order to enable the kind of effects you would see in this. Something like a DSP chip.
Baby car!
It is a baby car.
It's so tiny, you could just eat it!
Prequel to Blondie car, baby car.
Oh, it's like... Oh, you got this little racing car came from the vending machine in front of a supermarket.
Or in a box of Wheaties or something. Free Hot Wheels.
It's a special, it's a sweet little guy.
I don't have time to do 2 qualifying laps. I have 40 games to play tonight, F1 Race of Champions, also known as Exhaust Heat. There was also a sequel. They didn't bring the sequel over to Europe, but they did bring it over to the States. Ocean had nothing to do with it, so it's outside of this stream's purview.
No! Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. Next game. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Now, there ain't no way I can properly show off this game in just a couple minutes, but I'm sure some of y'all have played this. This was apparently one of the more expensive licenses for Ocean because the people who made the movie were all like, okay, this is going to be huge. People are going to pay a lot for this license. They expect a lot from the Jurassic Park name. And apparently someone, possibly even Steven Spielberg himself, objected to Ocean making a simple action game, so they demanded that this be kind of complex. Something new generation for the 16-bit consoles.
Is this why all the Jurassic Park games are kind of weird?
Jurassic Park.
That's kind of why. I don't know why he felt the need to do that to Ocean while Sega made their own action game for the Genesis, but
now,
whatever.
To be fair, in that game, it was not only was it a good action game, you could play as the raptor, which is very innovative.
Yeah. Here you can only play as the boring-ass human. You go around leaning over to pick up stuff, like real humans do.
Was that just a giant mosquito?
Yeah, he's afraid of mosquitoes. Ow. Ow.
It's bonking you.
Hang on, I have to wait for my thing to recharge.
You know, I'm gonna ding this movie on a cinema sin. The original Jurassic Park, they did not bioengineer giant mosquitoes.
Yeah, there weren't no mosquitoes in the whole... Hey, I'm trying to play a game here.
Alan! Alan!
So that's where Rachel got her redeem from. That is very annoying. And a good redeem. That's the way they tell you information in this game. They just block the entire screen. Hey, look, a dino. He's a wily one.
It's tiny!
Got him.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm dancing.
Thank you, Space Dumpster, 34-month resub. I had this game as a kid and it felt like such a downgrade from the Genesis Jurassic Park game where you could be the raptor. Agree?
That's a lot of people's experience, I think.
Hey,
like
what happened to the music?
It got... Whoa! Holy fuck!
Hey, you got hell dead.
That raptor played cool music in the jungle and lured me in. And it kicked the shit out of me.
Hey, raptors are breeding.
Hey, it's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, raptors are breeding.
That sucked.
It really did. No, I deserved that.
So there's a huge map in this game. And apparently when you go into buildings, it becomes first person. But you have to play the game for like 60 hours before that happens. Does anyone know if that's for sure? That sounds accurate to me. It's kind of an accomplished jam. Oh, there was nothing over here.
This is some real world music shit that you'd hear in an AT&T commercial in 1995. Where they're like, we're charging only $1 per minute for long distance. Isn't that crazy?
This is like generic world music. Enya would turn up her nose at this shit.
This is some shit you'd hear in like the Nature Company store at the mall.
I saw a raptor. Ah! Dead.
You killed the shit out of him.
Fuck you, raptor.
This is Peter Gabriel music, exactly.
It is. No!
No!
Who's purring?
Those little guys.
Oh.
You probably have to kill them, unfortunately. Oh, they're babies!
Aw, little compies. And we go into the building, and the game becomes a completely different video game.
It's Doom. What is his room?
Elevator.
I like the elevator music a lot.
That's a nice touch. We went down a level.
Look at that guy.
So while the license may have seemed like a slam dunk, and I'm sure it was, I'm sure this game made a lot of money, their profit margins had to be cut into quite a bit by the fact that this is something like 3 different games in one, that it's just way more effort to develop than a simple side-scroller. And I can't see this being one of Ocean's biggest successes, especially when people say they prefer the Genesis game, which isn't so good, but I can see why they would prefer it.
You get to be a raptor that eats people in.
Yeah, it's a people pleaser and a people eater. Sometimes that's all you need, a nice people eater. Danger! Jurassic Park for Super Nintendo. Play it at your own risk. On a completely different subject,
I'm excited for this.
Ocean brought anime to Europe. Imagine being an anime fan in 1993 in Europe. It's like you're wandering in the desert, lost, thirsty.
They had it better than we did in the U.S.
Did they?
Yes, actually. There was way more anime released in Europe than in America in the 90s.
Who is that guy on the left?
That's the king. Is he the principal? Or I forget. No, the principal's another guy. Listen, it's been a long time since I've watched Ranma.
Wow. I'm a fan already. So this was brought over here in the States as Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle.
Mm-hmm.
This was the follow-up to Street Combat, which was a bastardized Ranma game. For the second one, they just brought it over as Ranma.
Yeah, I had this game as a kid.
What'd you think of it?
I thought I liked it, but I hated the shit out of it.
Well, as an anime fan back then, you kind of had to take what you could get.
I was a huge Ranma fan, and yeah.
Just think of all the poor Dragon Ball Z fans struggling to understand those Super Nintendo games.
It was like thousands of games they had, yeah.
Yeah. Let's play it. I want to be... Fuck, I'm gonna be the king. I'm going to need a goodly amount of capital before I can open the casino of my dreams. Sorry for the shameless ripoff of your famous jester character.
It's okay.
Alright, they're gonna help each other.
Alright, have fun.
I will.
Listen, we all listen. If
we're fighting on a giant thing of beef? What
it's okonomiyaki, honey.
What?
Yukio is an okonomiyaki chef, and they're calling Yukio Frederick for some reason.
You jump with the X button, Alex. How can you explain this?
Hey! I was never able to beat this. No, I beat it with one character, and I forget who. It was someone who you could cheese as, I think.
Was it the king?
I know it was not King.
Damn.
I never played as King.
He's got a pretty good jumping attack.
I don't even think that I've read up to the point where King was introduced to the manga or the anime. Why did I make this game? Because I'm evil.
Yeah. You got a lot to answer for, Alex. Then you made Ocean bring it over to Europe, to those poor starving anime fans. I still like King. He's a good character. I like his moves.
I do love this guy.
Damn. I'm finished. Time for the fatality.
I would love super gory fatalities in Ranma. Just fuck it up. Fuck it up! Just go for hell.
Exclusive for the US version.
Okay, so according to the...
Okay, well, I did this to myself. Go on.
Okay, so the EU release uses the French names of the characters, even in the English version. Okay.
That makes sense then.
Man!
While Ocean did not publish this over here, they did publish the European version of the hated James Pond. Excuse me, I mean James Pond 2 Operation RoboCod. This version is called Super James Pond. He can fly, he can stretch up high, he can lie.
Can he cry?
Yeah.
I have another question.
What?
Can he die?
Let's find out.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, stretch that fish. Stretch that fish as far as he can go. This is gonna be the rest of the stream. Oh, there he goes. And then he can't really do anything, so he just goes back down. This fucking guy.
Are you anti-James Pond?
Yes, as are all good people of Twitch.tv. Especially this version. Look how Amiga this is. And you might say that's not a crime, being an Amiga-looking game, but it should be.
Listen, one of these days, some big-time Amiga guy is just gonna destroy us.
Some big-time Amiga guy?
Yeah.
What, Francis Amiga?
Amiga Joe or whatever.
He ate poison and died!
The poison! You ate the only poison available! You were, like, magnetically drawn to it.
Why was there poison in there to begin with, Alex? This is a game about collecting delicious licensed cookies, not about drinking poison and dying.
Well, maybe...
There's some lips. Get the lips.
Maybe people want James Pond to die.
Maybe they do.
So, don't eat the thing with a big skull on it.
Oh yeah? What if it made me stronger, Alex?
Well, shit, I take it back.
See, kids? If you eat poison at the right time, it'll just make you stronger. Be like Super James Pond.
James Pond drank the cleaning liquid under the sink. Yeah, he saw the Fabuloso and decided to go for it.
Burger. Well, if you like this game, good news, it's on every single platform known to man.
Hey, look at James Pond's sprite in the lower left.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
He's pretty grungy looking. Scrungy looking? What did they say in the UK land?
I don't know. Scrunky?
Scrunky.
Scrunky. Scrunko.
He's a scrunko.
I know. Fabuloso looks so good. It pisses me off. Thank you for the 100 bits, Cartman. So sorry.
It's Glover!
Oh my god, it is.
Thank you for the bits. So
I was
that's
coughing thinking about drinking Fabuloso.
that's 1993 for Ocean, and you can already see where they're sliding. They're just getting all these licenses, pumping out all these games. They got a few original projects. They got some games they're bringing over from overseas, and honestly, I think those are the best ones. Out of all these, Ranma is probably the most interesting, even if it's not the best playing. But luckily, their biggest year yet is 1994. Let's start off with the Adventures of Kid Kleets.
Kid Kleets?
Yep. You may know this guy.
Is this? Okay, then thank you.
This is a crappy logo theme. That's a somewhat better logo theme.
Oh, it's Soccer Kid.
It's Soccer Kid. They saw fit to bring over Soccer Kid to the Super Nintendo.
Isn't his name also Marco?
No, that is a different soccer-based platformer.
God damn it!
So there's this kid, right? Big fan of soccer, big fan. Known as Soccer Kid overseas for some reason, even they call it football over there. I don't know what the deal is with that. But when they brought it over here to the States, it is now the Adventures of Kid Kleets. To my knowledge, this is the only version of this game to be released here in the States. There are also versions in the works for Sega CD, Genesis, many other systems. But I guess kids over here did not find soccer relatable enough.
Man, even during our World Cup mania we had... Do you remember when America had World Cup mania?
Yeah. Who can recover the trophy? Get ready for this.
Hello?
I love that scene there that shows him just bolting out of his little cottage, ready to kick some ass. His little East End cottage. God, I hate this game. Maybe it's just because I'm American. Maybe I just don't get it.
I think you don't like it because you have to keep running after your like, ammo.
Yeah, and it gets lost, and you have to wait a few seconds for it to come back. Like, the way you interact with it is weird, too. Give me the ball back. There it is. Press fire. This ain't no Amiga game. Now you hit the A button to make the ball do this, and then you can hit directions on the D-pad to send it in different directions. But you have to constantly keep up with the ball. It's always falling in gutters and going where you don't want it to go. The ball is practically its own character, but you have no control over it. I guess you have great control over it if you're used to this game, but I just can't relate.
You're not a soccer stan?
Yeah. If this was a football game and this was like, I don't know, Emmitt Smith.
I mean, it is a football game. I mean, not the right kind of football, but...
Definitely the wrong kind of football. Nice rats, though.
They should make a football... They should make an American football game with rats.
So, of course, this did get released in Europe as Soccer Kid. This got pushed with the World Cup mania, which was the thing that was happening along the... that Alex mentioned.
Yeah, it was 1994, if I recall. And, yeah, we had the World Cup in America. Golden Grams!
And in the UK, Soccer Kid loves Golden Grams.
Mm-mm.
You just can't get enough. From the East End to the West End, North End, South End, they all love Golden Grams.
They had Golden Grams in the UK. I
Well,
thought
now
that
you
was
know.
an American thing only.
That didn't hurt him. Maybe someday I'll sit back and really learn how to play this. Or I could do literally anything else.
I really didn't know that. I feel like I've been enlightened.
I also meant to show the intro, but I skipped it. These are the main differences between the two versions. Matt Furniss composed that himself. Do you think he made it shitty because he knew it would be promoting the Ocean brand?
Yes.
Make a theme song for the Ocean logo. Okay, there.
Oh, wow.
This has a little bit of a different intro.
It's got some pizzazz.
Golden Grams. Golden Grams.
Golden Grams.
Finally, it was also released in Japan. You're going to learn all about Soccer Kid. This is part of our culture.
Listen, we have to educate the youth sometime. Yano, man.
You know, man. Sometimes a game gets released in Japan.
Did they change the way he looked at least, so he's not a terror?
Hang on. They changed a few things.
Okay, soccer.
First of all, it's Crystalis building, not Golden Grams building anymore.
Okay, fair enough. World Cup 1994 US.
How did you know that's what it said?
Been doing that Duolingo.
Oh, I see. That Kid Kleets themed Duolingo.
Yes.
They took the World Cup into space and then they exploded it for some reason. Who could do such a thing? Must have been those space pirates.
Bastards.
Only one person can save the world by collecting the different pieces of the World Cup, and that person is Soccer Kid.
Wow, Soccer Kid looks cool now. Wow.
Talk about a glow up.
All right, I like the Soccer Kid.
Also has an easy mode. What's with the two balls in the logo? Come on.
It's fine.
You sure? I love the pasted on head.
It is so pasted on.
Alex, it's so pasted on that they didn't even change the in-game sprite.
Oh, man! Bull!
They just lured in all the anime fans. And were like,
that's so sad.
Then they were like, haha, suckers.
Poor Japanese kids, like, thinking this is gonna... No, I'm so sorry.
Alex, I noticed a major difference with this version. In this version, you push up to jump.
So it's like an Amiga game.
Yes. Holy shit. Is this the ultimate version of the game? The original up to jump and the remastered character? I think it is. Now to never play this ever again.
Rip.
I scored the right number of points at least. Meanwhile, in localizations for the European market, they brought over Choplifter III.
Oh, Choplifter.
How many times are we going to see this logo spinning towards us?
Until it, like, actually flies out of the system and hits us in the face.
That'll be a good end to the stream.
I've always wanted to die by logo.
Yeah. That's a nice, memorable death. And the company will have to decommission the logo because it... because it claimed a life.
Okay, I want that to happen with, like, Coca-Cola, where they're, like, truly fucked if it happens.
So, Choplifter, old Apple II game that got ported to arcades and a billion different consoles. This is a sequel on the Super Nintendo. I want to say it was made by our friends at Beam Software, the Australian developer, but I may be wrong. So this filled a niche. They saw a niche in the helicopter pilot action genre in the UK, and they decided, why not bring over Choplifter?
Oh?
That's business, baby. Oh, we gotta take the dudes back.
Business is seeing the helicopter-based filled need in the market and fill it? Okay.
Before this, there was a cool world-shaped hole in the world that needed filling. Along with another niche that was platformers starring kids with a soccer ball. Every niche, it needs filling. That's the Ocean Software way. Thanks, guys. I tried to call them guys and bros at the same time. Thanks, bro, guys.
I was gonna say, is this fun? Are you having fun at least?
It's fine. It's a normal game that got released in Europe. It's not an Ocean original, so it's actually okay. Good on you for recognizing a good game that needed released in the UK region. I don't want to devalue their contribution to the release lineup, because in Europe it was kind of dire straits for the Super Nintendo. They didn't get Chrono Trigger. They didn't get Super Mario RPG.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Over in Europe, the Super Nintendo, if you had that system, it was all like, well, you better hope Ocean brings over something cool and not something like Eek the Cat. There's that logo. It does recreate the cartoon opening, though. Do a pretty good job of it, too.
Oh, it's by the developers of Cheesy, huh?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Eek the Cat.
It never hurts to help.
A short-lived cartoon on the Fox box. The Fox Kids, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Also a comic character, is that right?
No, not that I recall.
Okay. Well, anyway, that doesn't matter because this is a reskin of an Amiga game. Moreover, it's an Amiga game that has nothing to do with this game. It's called Sleepwalker. It's a game where you have to, well, in the Amiga version, you guide a sleepwalking person to safety. Here it's the grandma character. Also, they fucked up when they were making this game. First of all, because it turned out like this. Second of all, because there's a legit error in the brightness code, in case you can't tell. Like, the brightness is at like 20% of where it should be because of a bug.
Why?
They fucked up. That's literally all it is. Someone fucked up. I will say that in terms of this particular subgenre, I much prefer Rocko's Modern Life, Spunky's Dangerous Day, which had a similar theme but was actually playable.
In the guiding someone from the beginning of the level to the end of the level.
Yeah, the guiding a helpless dipshit to the exit subgenre.
Dipshit-vanias.
Yeah. Grandma, get over here! So this is less of a platformer and more of a tedium simulator. I don't know how to really sell this game.
A tedium simulator.
And apparently neither did they. Can I just make him get eat? Hey, eat me. Thank you.
Oh.
Micro Machines. Developed by Merit Studios in Europe.
Whoa! That's different.
That's a little different. Fucking Eek the Cat. I'm still mad. Blomby Jams?
This is like a toy piano.
That is what it sounds like. Micro Machines' big multi-platform game for the time, originally developed by Codemasters and released for NES and other systems. I guess Ocean got a hold of it at some point. I want to be Dire Walter.
Dire Walter.
That's like an animated RPG or something, like one of those pen and paper games. You face a horde of Dire Walters and rash mics. Ew. Mike, you should get that checked out. Micro Machines is good. I'm not here to shit on Micro Machines.
Dire Walter.
Dire Walter.
Dire Walter is an Elden Ring character.
That's what I was trying to think of, yeah. That's definitely an Elden Ring boss. So the way you win in this game... other versions of this game, they let you just do the regular single player, but this one has multiplayer rules. Meaning whoever reaches the edge of the screen first gets a point. And it keeps doing this.
You just fucking smoked that guy.
Yeah. This is my bathtub. Get the fuck out. What are you doing in my bathtub? I'm Dire Walter, and I'm trying to take a bath here. The breakfast bins.
Hey, can I tell you something about the bins?
Yes, Alex.
I literally didn't know that the bends wasn't a diarrhea thing.
Yeah.
Until very, 10 years ago or so.
Wow.
I really thought that the bends was like an intestinal thing. So when people said they had the bends, I was like, oh.
And a Radiohead album.
Yeah, I actually did think it was about like an intestinal thing, like pooping. I was like, that's a really bold choice, but okay.
Bold choice, Radiohead. Bold choice, Mr. Nuts.
Okay, you're right. I was confusing the runs and the bends.
Yeah.
I never realized.
The bends is its own thing.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to do with pooping. Oh, pretty.
Look at all that parallax. Count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 60.
This music is so delicate. Oh.
No, it's still delicate. Why is he yanking his own tail? Is he some kind of twisted freak?
He's gripping his tail with such force.
Yeah. We played this one for Mascot Friday. Oh, it's just showing the first level. Whatever. I'll play a little bit of it here. We did not think much of Mr. Nuts.
No.
He is very much a generic mascot. Woodyland.
Mr. Nuts in Woodyland.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at him. He's so pleasant.
Remember back in the day you could just make vague jerk-off references?
Yes.
And that would be the name of your character or your video game. Like Jerk Off Johnny, the shitty squirrel.
And kids everywhere would be like, I love Jerk Off Johnny, the shitty squirrel. It's the 90s.
I want Spanky's Quest. Spanky's a monkey.
We just couldn't stop putting things about jacking off in our kids' media.
If you think that's bad, look at British children's media.
Yeah, no.
You can see where it came from. They are not blameless in this equation. Huh. I've made it.
Goodbye.
I continue my journey to Woodyland, where I am named Mr. Nuts with a Z. Wild Woody! Sorry. This guy. Snails, it's a snail cupine.
It's goth.
It has a diaper on.
Yeah?
Ah! It ate my face. It ate my face again.
It's really eating your face.
That diapered animal sure showed me.
It killed your ass. You're like, oh, make fun of me, will you?
So, a brief primer on the Putty series. There was a game called Super Putty for the Super Nintendo and Amiga. This is the sequel, Putty Squad, which was only released in Europe for the Super Nintendo by Ocean. There are also many other versions in the works, but were canceled due to the collapse of its developer. Then later, this game right here that we're about to play got remade and released for PS4, Switch, and Xbox One. This game that only got released in Europe the first time around for the Super Nintendo. Is it worth it? Let's find out.
This was a PS4 launch title, yeah, okay.
It was, yeah, I have a copy.
I didn't know you were so into Putty.
I know all about Putty.
The only Putty I know about is Silly Putty.
That's what they called this in Europe. It was unlicensed.
Really?
I think so. Wikipedia mentioned something about it being called Silly Putty at one point.
Okay, no. Hold on.
Alex is looking this up to see if he can eat it.
Screw you, and yes I am.
Oh, anyway, the game looks like this. It's definitely looks like an Amiga game to me. Oh. I died. Let's go this way instead.
Look at you.
So you're a little thing of putty. You can punch left or punch right. You can, like, I'm sure there's some things you can do. You can do this. You can stretch, and that looks really weird.
I can't get confirmation about whether or not it was silly putty in the UK. Some places say yes, some places say no. But in the process, I did find an article about 21 things to do with silly putty. It doesn't mention that.
You save your dudes by absorbing them with your little putty body, but they say something. I want to see what that thing is. What do you think it is? It's probably something inappropriate.
It's probably something disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, jerk off me.
Okay, have a listen. Could you make out any of that?
No.
There were at least 4 syllables there, and I cannot tell you what any of them were.
I'm so sorry, but I heard it as yes, I am toking, which is not what it could be at all.
Maybe that is what it is. Look at this fella.
He's power walking.
Yeah, he's got somewhere to go. He's mall walking. He's dead.
What? Disturbing.
The only thing missing from this sequel is the original game's pliability meter. I always thought that was a good meter to have in a game, your pliability. But apparently, people don't want to hear about pliability in their platformers, so... You know... The angry mothers of America win again.
The angry mothers of America hate pliability.
You noticed all the sounds this game's making? Weird glurps and blorts.
It's a very juicy game.
Oh. Give me all that food. Give me the popcorn, give me the burger, give me the raw meat. I will absorb it all into my putty body.
Well, in the Silly Putty article about things to do with Silly Putty, it was mostly normal stuff except for one of them, which was make dresses for your dolls out of Silly Putty. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that to your dolls.
They give them something nice. Get some craft fabric.
So speaking of picking up licenses for release in the European region, it was Ocean who brought over Shaq Fu. We've seen this a few times on stream, so I'll at least just show you what it looks like, but this was not the big moneymaker they thought it would be. Especially not in the UK. I mean, they probably know who Shaq is, right?
I forgot about the cat girl.
Let's be the cat girl for a change.
Cool.
We don't gotta be Shaq. Made by Delphine, who previously made Flashback. A game that's exactly like this, 100%. How many copies do you think they sold in the UK?
You know what? Was American basketball big in the UK at the time? Because if it was, then I can imagine they maybe sold 1 or 2.
Maybe.
But I have no clue.
It could have had a degree of popularity.
It's a bullshit move that goblin guy's doing.
Yeah. That's a bullshit goblin.
Mm-hmm.
All these moves just have so many frames. Look at all the frames. I am lusciously animated.
Yeah, this game looks so good.
And then you try to play it. And then you write a list of the 20 worst games. And then you're all like, Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu number 19. Shaq Fu number 18.
Are you just putting Shaq Fu everywhere?
Yeah. That's what YouTube wants. That's the algorithm.
You have to put your face up there, being like...
That's a good idea for a YouTube video. A top 20 worst games and all of them are just Shaq Fu. That would make so many advertising bucks. I gotta write that one down.
You do.
To close out 1994, let's, of course, play The Untouchables.
Wait, what? Based on the movie? Based on the TV show from the 50s?
I'll have you know, this is a very popular license and everyone wants it. Based on the adventures of Elliot Ness and his prohibition-busting, I don't know, that's all I know about it.
It refuses to show up.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I reset? the freaking video card's choking on it.
Okay, there we go.
You signed up for this Avermedia 4K. I paid for you. You're gonna have to stream all the Ocean games. That's how it starts. You hit start and this is what you see.
Audio mode, see?
Yeah, I got your audio mode. It would be a shame if something were to happen to the sound effects. Let's do Downtown Shootout. I've never played this game before. There's also an NES game. And apparently this is a port of that, because it's very similar. Like, you step out and then you just, like, shoot. Oh, God. What? Alex, what the fuck is this?
It's the Untouchables, honey!
You move with L and R. This is how you move.
I love that little janky little walk you do.
Oh, I see. You gotta do 2 shots and then reload. You gotta do the... So I guess this is inspired by Cabal, specifically because it has a foam meter, which was another Cabal thing. Did I run out of time? Out of time. Alex, look at this. This is amazing. Oh my god, they only give you 30 seconds to kill like 50 dudes? No, I've died. Okay, this is the run. What are you looking up?
They made a sequel to the Untouchables called Untouchables Capone Rising. Also, I thought the Untouchables... Do you know when the Untouchables came out, Danny? Guess.
When?
1987.
Whoa, really?
They got this license so late.
This is like 94.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Ocean, what you doing? I know the license is cheap, but you have to plan to actually sell these games, you know?
What? No, this has got to be a fake. The Untouchables Capone Rising has got to be fake, right?
That's a really cool subtitle.
That is so fake. That can't be real. That's... Yeah, this has got to be something someone just added to IMDb. But I love the subtitle Capone Rising.
I'm just glad they made this game so impossible. It's game over for you, buddy. Lights out. Wait, that was more of a... I don't know what kind of accent that was.
That was like a cop of some sort. Tough!
Exclusive! Guy gets shot. The mob rules. In Chicago. Tough. Do you see that word?
Yeah,
it just says tough. Oh yeah, we definitely need this house beat.
Oh my god. The Untouchables.
Can you see why Ocean lost their money? Can you see? Elliot Ness is sexy. Do they let you enter it? Oh, you're not going to show me the top 10? I see how it is. Wow, another home run from Ocean. And that concludes Ocean in 1994. Let's move on to 1995, which unfortunately is their most prolific year by far. Let's get the fuck started. You want to know something actually smart that they did? They brought over one of the billions of Japanese soccer games to the UK. Like, if you ever look at the Super Famicom ROM list, it's all like J-League 1, J-League 2, J-League 3, J-League 12. And then, like, every company over there has, like, 12 different soccer games. Konami has a bunch. This is one from Namco. So instead of Ocean just making their own fucked up soccer game that sucks, they just decided, you know what, Namco knows what they're doing, let's bring it over. And that's how this got an exclusive European English release. This was not released in America.
I love that logo.
It's pretty nice. Now, supposedly they also brought over FIFA to some regions, like the EA Sports game, but I couldn't find confirmation of that.
I liked One Player versus Com, where the head was
It's a Super Famicom. Yeah, look at that. That even makes sense in Europe because that's the same console design.
I love the music.
Who's your favorite in Eurovision this year?
Okay. So far, I really like Portugal, but I think that I think Lithuania's gonna do well.
Neither Portugal nor Lithuania are in here.
Is Ukraine? Because Ukraine's probably gonna...
No.
Whatever
Wales?
you do not... No, Wales isn't in it this year.
Sweden?
No.
Italy?
Yes, Italy is in it.
Okay. What about Germany?
Yes.
Oh, here's Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, okay. Bulgaria actually did really good this year. I like their...
Exciting game. Are you ready?
What did he say? Hey, it's soccer game. You ready?
That's what I heard.
Now, I'm just saying, maybe Ocean Software isn't the brilliant tactician of releases that I'm making them out to be, but maybe, just maybe, there should have been a few other publishers in the UK looking at how many soccer games were available for Super Famicom.
Yeah, it seems like an easy slam dunk just bringing any of those to, Europe.
Yeah, a slam dunk, a home run, a real touchdown. So in this case, I would say Ocean...
So good!
I would say Ocean was kind of savvy in this case. Peter Popoff. Wow. Star of Bulgaria. Even the music in this is pretty good.
Nice.
That was a cool beat that almost got started. Bulgaria is fucking... They're so good at soccer. Look at that!
Wow!
What the
Okay,
fuck?
yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm just...
They're way too good.
I'm like a group of children out here fighting grown men. Sucker. Italy children's team, let's go. Oh. Stop, I'm just an Italian child. Wow. Game has good presentation. It's nice and exciting. It's not an Ocean game. They were smart to bring it over. More companies should have. Let's end with an own goal. Ran it right in. Ran through the goal even. That guy just kept on running.
No.
Guess what? Guess what? It's another Addams Family game. It was, of course, a movie sequel. And Ocean was all like, oh boy, our cash cow. Time to trot out Gomez and company one last time.
Do you play as the baby in this?
No? You want to keep guessing?
Do you play as Morticia,
No.
the lawyer from the first movie?
No. You out of guesses?
The grandma.
No. You play as Uncle Fester!
Fester, I'm so stupid, of course!
He's the proven action star from Fester's Quest.
Yes, how could I forget? I'm sorry, Fester.
And now he's basically back in a reskin of Jurassic Park. Wow, Morticia. You have been reduced to... You've been reduced to a spinning head and a pair of tits. And now Fester's farting on you. Oh yeah, the kid's named Pubert.
Nope, not yet. How's things, Fester?
Miserable! That's me playing Ocean games. Now, if you think this looks exciting, you don't exist. If you think this looks boring, it's definitely boring. It is so boring. I watched Chubo make an honest attempt at playing this game for several hours. Several hours. Chubo is a guy who plays through, like, Apple II games made by literal children that don't make any sense. But this game defeated Chubo. After several hours, he was just like, this is a game for tired people, and he just cut it off.
This is a game for tired people, yeah.
It is a game where you just go around collecting things, performing missions. There's some action, but it's all just very dry. I haven't found Baby Pubert.
You gotta find Baby Pubert.
It takes some doing to make a game that's that's somehow less appealing than Fester's Quest. But they went and did it. Not to shit talk Fester's Quest, it's a fine game. Can I go in here? Can I read that? What are these? What's this?
Can you do anything? Oh.
Was that bad?
Teleporter maze!
Right at the beginning of the game? Can you do that? I've told you once, laddie, go away. Right, that's it. I've had it up to here with you. Wow.
This was my favorite part of the Addams Family Values.
Yeah.
It's when they were electrocuting that plant guy in the dick.
And the kids went to summer camp. I will say that Ocean Software's games at least suck in a distinctive way. Like, you can look at this and be like, Ocean. This is Ocean for sure. 100%
They really
Ocean.
do suck in a distinctive way.
Wow, Fester's fucking dead forever.
Goodbye, Fester.
Just play Fester's Quest. Don't play Addams Family Values. Don't play it. Or you'll end up like Fester.
Dead?
Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Mighty Max. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We covered this for Mascot Friday pretty recently.
Man. I'm just gonna say Mighty Max sucks. We had this discussion. It's just worse Polly Pocket.
Yeah. Let's be someone else this time.
That owl looks like it's from a Don Bluth movie.
It does. He was in the show, though. I did see a couple episodes of the show. What this game has to do with the show, I cannot tell you.
You know, I actually never watched the show. I thought it looked really bad.
It's pretty bad.
I also didn't watch James Bond Jr., another show I thought looked really bad.
Oof. Say what you will about Ocean, they didn't publish James Bond Jr. for Super Nintendo. That's another level of shit. As opposed to this game.
Yeah, Peyton, it was the owl from Rockadoodle. It pisses me off.
That's where I saw that owl before.
There's a movie I haven't seen in a long time.
So if this was just a simple left-to-right side-scroller, that would be one thing. If this was an open-ended side-scroller, that would be another thing. But what we discovered when we played this on Mascot Friday was that, how do you progress in this? It's like something completely unintuitive, right?
Yeah, it was something really stupid if I recall.
Like you gotta push these rocks to make... What? Well, okay, I have a friend now. Yeah, you gotta follow the radar at the top of the screen, which is guiding you towards these various things in the environment. But you have to collect them in a bucket or something? Does this sound familiar? Whoa.
It sounds fake, but I know you're right, because I remember this now.
Can't go down there. Oh, there's a fuck up the camera button. Look at that.
You need to pick up items and throw them to a portal. Oh, God.
That's what it is, yeah. And the portals are at different places in the environment than the items. So there's a whole lot of dragging stuff around. Like, I don't know why Ocean felt the need to fuck up the platformer formula as often as they did. Like, if you just make a game where you go from left to right, at least it's playable but bad. But instead, so many times they made games unplayable and uninteresting at the same time. And that's my big beef with Ocean Software. At least be funny bad, damn it. Yeah, there's something to do with these balloons, and you need to push a special button to use them, and really, I guess you need the manual.
Yeah.
And you need for this to be your only game ever. Because if you had anything else to play, you would play that instead. Don't play Mighty Max. Play Doom.
I mean, good license.
Yeah. There would have been no Doom for Super Nintendo in Europe if not for Ocean. So good for y'all.
Oh God. Sorry, it was a surprise there.
You get jump scared? It's pretty spooky. Now, if you've never played Super Nintendo Doom before, it uses a special chip just to get it to run, and it barely runs. They had to shrink the screen. Something like only 40% of the screen that's available to render is used in this game. Also, the music sounds weird.
Music is so chunky.
But what gets me about this game is the input delay. Like, I'm pretty sure we have no input lag on our microphones anymore, right? See if you can hear the difference between when I push the button and when the gun fires.
Wow, that's a whole beat.
I could push and release the button, and almost a full second passes before the gun fires. Pretty cool.
That's really bad.
There's also the fact that when you're looking at enemies in the distance, you kind of can't make out anything. Like, look back there. There's like an Atari man who's very angry at me.
I thought that was Duke Nukem.
Yeah, it was Duke Nukem. He just got leaked. I wish we could stream that, but that's probably still kind of questionable to have the leaked Duke Nukem forever.
Oh, looks like the babes have released the game.
Alex! Every time you try to do a Duke Nukem voice, it's a travesty.
Listen, Duke isn't a jester. I can't do it. He's not a jester or a talking dog.
Yeah, well, I guess you have a
Bark,
point.
bark! The babes have released the game.
See, yeah, if that was the next Air Bud, we'd be fine.
No, that dog's doing NFTs. He put him down.
Oh yeah, fuck Air Bud. God can go fuck himself. Doom, not the best way to play Doom on Super Nintendo, but it was released in Europe because of Ocean. I'm sure some kids were thankful. No kid was thankful for this, though.
Wrong. There's some kids who must have freaked out about the Ocean Flintstones game.
What kids?
Some child, surely. Do y'all remember how much of a phenomenon the Flintstones live-action film was when it came out?
It kind of was. It was kind of almost as big as the Addams Family, I would say.
It was almost as big as the Phantom Menace. Do you remember?
Yeah, actually.
It was a lot like it reminded me of a lot of the spectacle around the Phantom Menace.
Here we go. Wow, game's already starting. He's out of breath. Poor John Goodman. Oof.
He's so hot!
It's a hot one out here. Does anyone happen to know if McCaw finished this game? I know he was intensely playing it for a while, but I can't remember if he actually finished it. I know Home Improvement was too much for him. He honestly tried to beat Home Improvement, and that game was just, it gave him nothing to work with.
Oh, that's...
This game, though. It looks bad, and good news, it also plays really strangely. In order to climb up on these platforms, you gotta be really specific. You have to hold the jump button and hit the right pixel so that he holds on. Also, the fact that there's Amiga Cro-Magnon men in addition to Fred is kind of disturbing to me.
Yeah, they're so different.
Maybe that was a movie subplot I forgot about. Fred versus the Amiga men.
Hold on, you gotta, okay. You
Yeah.
gotta press up, there you go.
That's called puzzle solving. Taito, meanwhile, was perfectly content to just make a normal Flintstones game. They were all like, you know what? Let's make the gameplay normal. We'll fuck it up by making it a board game. Now, the board game part was fucked up, but the game itself, it was an actual game, unlike this.
I'm sorry, I love the way you die.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. There's a Vivo Rock Vegas kart racer.
There is.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You know, I don't remember Vivo Rock Vegas, but I know I've seen it.
Same, I think. I can't tell you a single thing about it.
Mm-mm.
Or about the first movie, come to think of it.
All I remember from the first movie is that there was a McRib tie-in with it, and that the B-52s did the theme song, and they called themselves the BC-52s.
They did the theme song to the McRib?
The Flintstones live-action film, but I wish they did the
okay.
theme song to the McRib. It's the McRib now! Come on, get your paw! It's Alex's cavalcade characters tonight.
It wasn't a rock. It was a McLobster. McLobster was a thing for a while. We don't need to play this. It was 90 minutes European Prime Soccer. Very good port. You know what's European original, though? And what stayed in Europe until very recently?
What?
Jelly Boy.
Get him out of here.
Released on Nintendo Switch Online, brought to American audiences for the first time within the last couple of years. Finally freeing Jelly Boy from his 16-bit prison.
Is the McLobster real, or did I stumble upon a McDonald's fan canon wiki?
I think it's real, along with Bloaty, Hairy, Wobbly, Mr. Helpy, Beastly, Nasty, and Okie Dokie.
Okie-dokie.
If you have Nintendo Switch Online, you can play this right now. Boot up your Super Nintendo app, and a few seconds of loading time later, you'll be playing this thing. Here goes Jelly. Sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. That's just the fucking Sesame Street theme.
Don't stop. No, we're not doing this.
I'm doing this along to the Sesame Street theme. I'm being arrested as we speak. Some characters are just better suited to certain regions. There's just something innately British about this character. Something that us Americans could not hope to perceive. Right, Brits? Back me up here. He's a duck.
Why are you a duck?
Why a duck, not a chicken? But okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this environment was entirely stolen from Alfred Chicken, by the way. This had a very similar looking level tile set. Ocean Software. Give him credit. Had nothing to do with Alfred Chicken. They did make this, though. There's no forgiving this. There's no going back. There's no forgetting. Especially now that it's on Nintendo Switch Online.
It's like, you have to remember the good with the bad of the past.
Right.
It can't all be just one-sided. It can't all be Super Mario World.
Not every game Ocean made can be a huge hit, or even a moderate hit, or even something anyone wanted.
Or even, like, not discussed. Oh.
I liked the loading time before he exploded. It had to load in the exploding effect. I don't think we've ranked this on Mascot Friday, but if not, we gotta do it eventually. What's down here? Oh! Okay. Next game. Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues.
One thing I will say about the Ocean Jurassic Park game, it's not chaos. It's actually pretty restrained.
I like that there was an arrow pointing down to the spikes at the bottom of the screen.
That was such a dick move.
So I mentioned before, the first Jurassic Park game, there was apparently some kind of executive meddling. The game had to be something more than it had to be. Took a long time to develop. The second game, I guess they still had the license, and the licensors did not give a shit whatsoever about the content of this game. So this is a straight-up run-and-gun shooter called The Chaos Continues.
What is this Start!
InGen must be eliminated. I will have control of Jurassic Park.
Is this like from the aborted animated series?
As we speak,
Maybe.
my men are on their way.
What is this? Yeah, InGen is the
Have your
from the
scientists
movie,
ready
but-
to go immediately?
Is there a cartoon tie-in I'm not aware of?
There was going to be a cartoon tie-in that did not get off the ground.
That would make sense then.
Prepare for drop!
Is this Isekai Jurassic Park? Wow, I'm the only human on an island of dinosaurs. This sucks. So I always assumed this was Ocean going buck wild with their license, of them being unleashed from corporate mandates and just making a dumb as fuck action game. But I guess it was based on a cartoon, possibly.
It may have been. Like, don't quote me on that because I have no idea when that animated series was originally in development.
Boop, boop, boop. Look at my thumb. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I accept. Welcome to Jurassic Park. You're all gonna fucking die.
This music!
Yeah, they turned it into Contra. You're just a dude with a gun shooting dinos. You're not here to save shit. This time it's personal. Mosquitoes, get the fuck out of here. I bet this guy can crawl crawl up the electric fences even. He's just so badass.
Damn, you're just killing them.
Here's some UI fuckery going on here. In order to progress through this level, you have to go through this this little thicket here. You see in the background?
Oh, I see.
It's not really obvious, so you may spend a little bit of time wondering what the hell to do here. Guess what? There's an arrow pointing towards the thicket, but it's hidden behind another thicket.
Oh, I see!
You see it now?
Yeah!
That's the first screen of the game. Normally it's supposed to look like this. Nice and obvious, but nope. They had to fuck up the first one in the game.
Oh, that's so funny.
Also, the game's kind of a maze for no real reason. That's the Ocean way. We can't just make a fun game, we gotta fuck it up. What are the best games we've seen so far? I guess Doom, technically? You can't forget Jelly Boy.
You can't forget Mr. Nuts.
Oh yeah. Where'd we be if not for Mr. Nuts?
And, you know, maybe it's not my favorite, but some people like Super James Pond.
Some people.
Not me, but some people.
Not anyone welcome here, but...
Exhaust Heat looked good. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, that was a good one to bring over. So far, it seems like the games they chose to bring over from other regions are their best. Not so much their original efforts based on movies.
No, their licensed games aren't, He's dancing. Well, he's dead.
He's dancing to death.
Are you, like, literally only being attacked by raptors?
Yeah,
Okay.
this level was called Raptor Attack. I guess this isn't bad. This plays like a normal video game, except for the parts where they fucked it up.
That sounds like any ocean game.
Yeah. If these games came out a few years earlier, I could at least make the excuse of there being like, oh, they needed to make the ZX Spectrum version, and then they upported it, so that's why these games are fucked up. But no, these were originally made for Super Nintendo. I found the ammunition, and I've stopped caring. I
Shoot
point
out
my
the
gun.
skylights. Shoot out the skylights. Aw.
Jurassic Park, woohoo! But what about Manchester United Championship?
Yeah, what about it?
We got any Manchester United fans?
Man United fans!
Who's that guy? Is that guy in our chat right now?
Are you? Are you Mr. Soccer?
Manchester United won the first 2 Premier League competitions. They're now the dominant force in the English game. Fuck you, all other clubs. We're not making games out of you.
Exactly, Jampolin. That's Manchester.
Finally, they made football that's a delight to watch. Wow, that's an intro. That's
What
like
an intro!
that's like some PBS shit.
By Chrysalis. They're back.
Instant action. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh, they put all the...
Manchester City, Manchester, they're all here!
These are all the soccer clubs. Every last one of them. We will be... Southampton? I immediately get canceled for some reason I can't fathom.
That man's name is Ryan Giggs. Okay, thank you.
And Eurostars. I'm gonna be some random club in Southampton versus the EuroLeague stars. Neil Watson. Let's put Neil out there.
Go, Neil.
Oh, what the fuck? It looks like this?
They're babies!
Why did they make isometric sensible soccer? With a real dude.
He's hit the woodwork.
With the guy who cuts in and takes up the whole screen.
Malicious tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a nice tackle.
Mm-mm.
He had malice in his heart.
These dudes do look like choking hazard cactus.
This game is for ages 6 and up. It is a choking hazard. Great goal, he says with no punctuation. You know, great. Everybody loved it. They just take the ball from you and then they score. It's not fair. I want to be the one who scores. I want to be the superstar football guy. Not if it takes work, though.
They're so tiny. I'm sorry. I can't get over it. They're just
little bitty. I want to kick it into our goal.
Soccer Kid bullshit.
An ad for Soccer Kid. Get out of here, Chrysalis. Well, we've hit the woodwork again.
What a finish.
This Playmobil guy's getting flushed down the toilet tonight. Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City would not have gotten a UK release if not for Ocean.
Thank you, Ocean.
You ever think about that?
Well, I'm thinking about it now.
How the world would be different?
Do you think the UK would be different if they didn't get Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City?
Oh, yeah.
Is this why the Queen's not doing stuff?
Yeah, that's why the Queen secluded herself.
Yeah, she's too busy playing Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City.
Yeah, that's what she's doing in her forever home.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff is here, but they're not. This is weird.
Don't worry,
Crash.
she's safe. She's got an FPGA mister.
Mr. Jordan, if you want to save your balls, come to the Egyptian room. That's what I read that as. Oh, this isn't the Egyptian room. This is an underground prison. Hate it when that happens.
Hey, what kind of museum?
I love that head up there.
It's showtime.
Retro Pals with special guest Michael Jordan. So if you've never seen this, this is a lot to take in. Because while this is not an Ocean original production, this is an open-ended platformer, much like the kind of games they would make. The use button is A? Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And there are captives behind certain doors that you need to unlock.
Yeah, you gotta open doors and save your dudes. Hey, it was a box of Wheaties.
Oh, delicious.
Now we're all charged up and ready to game. Take that, giant spider.
Do you think any of the museums in Austin have like cool catacombs?
I hope so.
Who's that guy?
It's our teammate.
Okay.
There's dialogue trees. No problem. See you later. Don't want to talk. I'm platforming. They got this guy so busy. He's playing golf, he's playing baseball, he's platforming. He's trying to do this. There you go. Yeah, the power-up icons are basketball hoops that you have to dunk through. The enemies are zombies with basketball heads. If you're wondering why Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden is the way it is, it's because of this game. Basketball games were just fucking weird back then.
Basketball was really, really big in the 90s, and there were a lot of licensed things with it.
Scottie Pippen had a Sega CD game.
He did! I even have his song in the intro, and I completely forgot that was Scottie Pippen.
Ooh, the dunk! Supposedly this game isn't that bad, but also, it's hilarious.
It is.
Because, come on, it's Michael Jordan. But you just turned him into some random Amiga mascot. Surely he deserves better. Oh, I don't have the gold key. There's bats in that door! Michael? Michael! Why is your game full of giant eyeballs and giant spiders, Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan, famous for all the giant eyeballs following him around on the court.
He's loving it.
That was when basketball was so popular.
That was when basketball was real.
Mm-hmm.
God. In related news, they also brought over Pocky and Rocky 2. Thank you for this European release, Ocean Software. Pocky and Rocky, currently my most anticipated game of the year. I cannot fucking wait for that reboot. It's by the people who did the Wild Guns and Ninja Warriors reboots.
Oh, shit.
They can do no wrong. I literally have 2 copies pre-ordered.
For, like, to keep and sell, or just, like, one to, like, have as a friend with you at all times?
Oh, actually, no, I've pre-ordered 3. I'm gonna keep sealed copies of PS4 and Switch version, and I'm gonna open one of the Switch versions.
Okay.
I just really like this developer, you know? Natsume Atari is my favorite developer, currently still making games.
Natsume Atari?
That's their official name, yeah. I don't need a lesson. I know how to play game. Now this was before Becky was introduced. Pocky and Rocky with Becky. Me! No, me! It's my turn. Me! Wow, we're already at stage 2.
Exotic country road. Take me home. To the place I belong.
Pocky and Rocky games, real cool. Overhead view shoot 'em ups. Pretty distinctive. It's Bomber Bob. Really fun in 2-player. You cannot go wrong with these games. So when you think of Ocean, you may think of bullshit movie license games, and you're mostly right. But there was some kid in the UK who was just so happy to play this, I bet. Who was just so happy to get a nice, normal, good video game. And not Lethal Weapon.
Just imagine that. You're in the UK, you've been bombarded with all this shit, and then you see Pocky and Rocky too.
It's like, a video game. Just like Mom used to make. I don't know what that means. The goblins!
We're on a rampage. We're gobbling it up.
Oh, we want maximum goblin. We're going left. Come on, Bomber Bob. Let's go take on the goblins. Oh, that's what he's for. I see. I'm Bomber Bob. Get the fuck off me. Okay, fine.
You killed that crying baby!
Yeah, well, he was crying. Problem solved.
Alright.
Can I just play this for the rest of the stream?
No, I saw the list. You have to play these other things.
Oh, but...
I know. I would love for that too.
Yeah, but look at it. It's fun and it's got good graphics.
And I know. It's got gameplay.
And Bomber Bob is here.
And you're killing babies.
Yeah, all my favorite things. Let me in. Wow.
Full
Tengi the Tengu. I am a famous walking dictionary. Tengi joins Pocky.
Thank you, Tengi.
Here's a game to play through on stream at some point. You and me, we gotta do co-op runs of Pocky and Rocky 1 and 2.
I agree. We gotta.
But now is not the time to have fun. Now is the time to play the next Ocean game.
Sorry, honey.
Which in this case is Super Turrican 2. They published this shit in America too, so thank you, Ocean.
Pretty.
I think it's safe to say that this is Ocean's best year on Super Nintendo, just between the last two games. The location. That's where we are. A black hole known as the RetroPal stream. Little do the stream watchers know that they're about to see the worst shit imaginable. Not this game, though. This game good.
Have we played this one on stream?
We have played the original Super Turrican. I don't think we played Super Turrican 2. But much like the original Super Turrican, this is a real-ass video game.
Hey, this looks fun.
It is! I would argue the Super Turrican games are the best Turricans ever made. But I'm not an Amiga person, so others may disagree. But it looks good, plays great. You can fall into a hole.
Sorry about the hole.
It's okay. It happens in video games. Can you still be a ball? How do you be it? There you go.
Oh, look at you go!
Nice. Whoa, hey, hold on. Wow, the ball is helpful for avoiding holes. I'm sorry for saying that.
No, that was great. Thank you.
Usually what we've seen is good games released in Europe because of Ocean, but in this case, I guess Super Nintendo games were starting to die down around 95. Not too many publishers interested in this kind of game. So in this case, Ocean did a really good thing. We wouldn't have had this game if not for them. Now are you ashamed of your words and deeds?
I am. I'm horrified. How could I?
I didn't go into the stream expecting to redeem Ocean or to even excuse them, but fact is, if just by accident, they did release a few good games. And you know what? It wasn't even accidental. They had some people looking into this. Someone was savvy. They were all like, this game good, he said. We release over here. That was story.
Fred Flintstone.
That was the story of Fred Flintstone, PR agent. Barney, I'm moving to PR.
Why aren't there more cave people in PR?
I used to be a games journalist. What they tell me is it's not a revolving door. Once you go PR, you can't go back. I'm making the decision, Barney. Oh, go fuck yourself, Fred. You had a true talent for writing and you squandered it, says Barney. And everyone's like, yeah, Barney's right.
But it's like, I just want to pay my bills.
I got a family, Barn. You're contributing to the destruction of our Earth, Fred. In your own little insignificant way. Wow, Barn. Not inviting you over anymore.
All right, Danny, what's next?
Next is Syndicate. I'm having a good time tonight.
Are you?
These games are bringing out all the best.
You're getting wild.
It's bringing out the best in me. It's like I'm taking a shot of whiskey every time I load up a new game. We played this on Mega CD. We played this on PlayStation. It's Peter Molyneux's cyberpunk epic Syndicate. I'm sure that's not what it is. But this came out on a billion systems. Everyone played it in the UK. Not so much Nona over here. But that wasn't because of a lack of doing. because they did release a few of these ports over here. Now the question is, will I be able to start a mission? Yes. These cyberpunks look good. I will take them.
I love them all.
This one's just named Molyneux. Come on.
I love Molyneux. Molyneux's got that real... Oh, that haircut's so 90s.
God. Ugh.
This is so complicated.
Why is it control like this? Just let me play the game. When do we get to the game?
First you have to do the legs and the arms and the chest and the heart and the brain and the eyes.
Can I opt out? Can I just say watch any of the other times we played this miserable game?
I think you can.
This is a game for other people. It is not for me. I did not grow up playing PC games of any stripe. So when I look at this, I just get confused and angry. And that's my story of Syndicate.
Oh man, thank you so much to Kim Justice for subscribing 2 months in a row. Special Agent Molyneux.
Hey Kim, thank you. Just as I got done trashing this game that you've covered in depth. Yeah.
Did you mean to reload Syndicate?
I didn't. I meant to load Waterworld.
Oh.
Here's one for you.
Now this was a movie that got heavily promoted.
Now this is a video game. This was going to get released over here, courtesy of Ocean, but they decided to only release it in the UK. Where it was the biggest hit? Question mark? I don't know if this movie was a big hit anywhere.
Waterworld was... That's actually a good question. I'm pretty sure Waterworld was a hit in absolutely no parts of the world.
Maybe like Australia.
Weirdly, I could see that.
Like the concept just really resonated with them. Yeah, the music in this game is the big standout. This game has an amazing soundtrack. One of the Super Nintendo's best. Now see, the story of this game is that there's a water world.
Oh. All I know about the movie is that they're all in the water and they recycle their urine.
Right.
And they're all drinking their urine.
And there's pirates called the Smokers.
Mm-hmm, and the Smokers are also drinking their urine.
Okay.
And there is a rumor that dry land exists, that there's some place that the oceans haven't flooded, because this is after global warming.
And Kevin Costner is a dolphin man. Apparently. Now I'm suddenly more interested in this movie, knowing that he's a dolphin guy.
Who drinks his own recycled urine?
Yes, Alex. Yes, Alex. We play the Mariner, also known as Kevin Costner.
Well, this movie did make its money back.
Is the movie just progressing without me doing anything?
Yeah. See, the whole point of the movie is that someone found literal sand, and they're like, look, I found sand. Dry world exists. And they're all like, oh my god, we've got to find it.
I see.
And then there's like, the Smokers are the pirates. Thank you, Krungling, 43-month resub, Alex. You're in trouble now. Thank you. Okay, so...
I would have liked to stay behind and listen to that map music a little longer, but it forced me along. Thank you for the sub. I guess this music's pretty good, too. Now, of all things, a port of Waterworld did come out in America from Ocean. Can you guess which platform it was released for?
Not NES.
No, not NES.
Chat guessed it. It's Virtual Boy, isn't
It's
it?
Virtual Boy,
God.
Yep. The one Waterworld game from Ocean that got brought over to the States was, of course, the Virtual Boy game.
So, yeah, if you don't remember the 90s, which... We're here to remember it for you, don't worry. It's like The Giver, but with, like, nostalgia for films.
It's exactly like that.
And Waterworld was, at the time, the most expensive film ever made at $175 million. And it absolutely, positively did not make its money back until it was a
famously over-budget
video.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I followed the radar to this thing, but what do I do? I'd like to be able to get to the platforming if possible.
Is there platforming in this?
There is. Supposedly. Supposedly there's platforming, supposedly there's dry land, who knows? We have any Waterworld experts?
I'm only an expert on the theme park show, and I only know that, and that's literally the only reason why I know the plot of Waterworld is because of the theme park show.
I literally don't expect anyone to know how to progress in this game. That's kind of the problem with these. They wanted to make them a little bit more complex than your average action games, so occasionally it's impossible to figure out. That's the risk you run. I'm sure if you're a Waterworld fan, this will delight and excite you. I'm both of those things.
I was gonna say, were there Waterworld fans?
I'm just sitting here shooting my buoy, but nothing's happening.
The smokers are, like, just kind of going around you.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
Okay, you kill the various ships and then you go to the buoy. Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
You got that.
Maybe we're protecting the buoy. It's the last buoy on the world. Supposedly it's seen dry land.
You got people here wanting to stand at Waterworld. You can, if you want.
You can stand. Stand if you wanna. Did I get all the ships?
You know someone who likes Waterworld and the Postman?
Wow.
That's so good.
The Kevin
Protect
Costner
that
superfan.
friend at all costs. What? This is the platforming?
I guess. Wow, he's so majestic. Swim, Dolphin Man. Ooh, this music does indeed fuck. It's fucking.
Oh yeah, Avatar 2 is also about water. It's called like Avatar 2, The Secret of Water or whatever.
Everything is cyclical.
I've decided that did I tell you, Danny?
I got a coffee cup.
Did I tell you that I'm gonna become an Avatar guy?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I'm gonna finally watch the movie and then I'm gonna watch all the sequels and become like really, really into it, like a lifestyler.
Okay.
I've just
You're gonna turn into one of those blue people?
Yes. Oh, this music.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
A lot of these tracks are on the relaxing Super Nintendo music playlists you see on YouTube.
Is it really on those lists?
Yeah.
Good. It's good.
I prefer N64 drum and bass music, that playlist. We drowned. We get no bonus.
Oh, you're dead, honey.
We've died under the water. Ironically. That's irony, right?
It is. I was going to say irony is me becoming an Avatar fan in 2022, but maybe I don't think it is. I think that's just insane.
Pretty ironic. And finally, if not for Ocean, there would be no Weaponlord in Europe.
Thank you, Ocean.
This fighting game got a lot of press around this time. It got a lot of advertisements, which strikes me kind of funny because this is developed by the same people who made Clay Fighter. Apparently some fighting game fans really like this, though, so I shouldn't shit talk. And if you like barbarians, oh my god.
Okay, I do like this aesthetic.
I rented this and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Bang.
Hey,
Oh man, we're on the cursed path again.
This game had online?
It did. Via X-Band.
Oh wow, that would be why.
It was one of the games specifically designed for it. And I gotta admit, this game looks fucking sick.
This does look sick.
And it's one of the few weapons-based fighters that are in 2D. I can think of only Samurai Showdown around this time. It's got combos. It's got gameplay. It's got awoos.
I do like the awoos. Some people had the X-Band modem.
Oh. Maybe this game's okay. Maybe I was just all fighting gamed out when I played it back in the day.
Well, you would have played this in '95, so I would imagine you would have been absolutely Fucking sick of these games.
Not sick enough to not rent this. I wanted to like this. But it does have some nice grungy barbs in it.
It's pretty grungy.
And a CPU that has no mercy on you, just annihilates you from round 1, fight 1. I'm just trying to show off my barbarian to my friends online. The game's not letting me do it. It's making me look like a chump.
Come on, it's fun.
What are the ratio of games played tonight where I couldn't even figure out what to do? It's got to be at least like a fourth of them.
Thank you, Akadar, for the 37-month resub. Do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kuntin, we could have been playing this or Virtua Fighter 2.
Good news, it's 1996. And after their biggest year to date on the Super Nintendo, their 1996 lineup looks like this. 3 games.
Three games. All PAL, huh?
Uh-huh. You can tell when the Super Nintendo market bottomed out. But they still have a few games left, including these few European exclusives.
Micro Machines 2.
Yeah. Turbo Tournament.
Okay. Do like the music.
It's got all your favorite characters. They're back. Spider, Bruno,
Where's
Dwayne,
Walter?
Alex. This is Walter.
They ruined Walter.
What have they done to my boy? They massacred my boy. At least it's got Violet Berlin.
It does! Are you kidding me? That is Violet Berlin!
Yeah.
Clear icon Violet Berlin, yes!
Confirmed. Now that's how you sell a game. You put Violet Berlin in it. I'd buy it. It's Micro Machines. That was a super lap.
Good luck.
Thank you. On to the rally cars with Walter, Davey, Dwayne, and Cherry. This is gonna be a bloodbath.
Alright.
Off I go.
Bloodbath with that box cutter.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I got drilled.
Fucking rip. Oh man.
Don't drill your Micro Machines. This is fun. This was also on Mega Drive, possibly other systems. If you want to play this, though, there probably isn't an American version that was released. I think no matter where you played this, this would have been exclusive to the continent across the pond. I'm getting tired of saying Europe. Fuck! You gonna drill me? You think you're hot shit? You think you could drill this? Oh, I got drilled.
Theme park!
Theme Park, right up there with Syndicate in terms of number of ports produced and number of times we played it on stream without knowing what we're doing.
Yes.
Another Bullfrog production. Can find... No. Hey, don't boo me! Just trying to play! There, jeez. Booing me on my own stream. You get a free theme park if you start in the UK.
That's true in the real world, too.
Yeah. They're all about entrepreneurship.
That's why the UK is, like, filled with theme parks. Okay, first thing you need to do is you need to build a ride. I know this.
Which one?
Build a ghost train.
Okay.
And then, whatever you do, do not put in any fire exits.
Alright.
It makes it scarier that way.
How about just, like, right at the entrance?
Yes! Perfect!
There it is. Come on. Let me...
Come on! on.
Let me put the ghost house down. Come on.
Put the ghost house on the intro path. It's perfect. Are you making a cue?
Yeah. I'm trying to, but the game keeps playing menacing circus music at me. How about a roundabout? No?
I think you have to put it a little less close to the entrance, which is a fucking shame.
Says you. I want you to walk directly into a large coffee cup the second you walk into my park. Let's clown it up.
There's only clowns.
The game is not letting me.
You can't build on that part is why I think.
Yeah, well. There. Yeah.
One clown.
Oh, one clown? Not enough clowns for you? You want some more fucking clowns, Alex?
I want to go to the field of clowns. I want to go to Clown Field.
They say, far away is a world called Clown World. We navigate a world of water in the hopes of one day finding it. It's a real clown college. Field of Clowns, yes! Tied it into Kevin Costner. And what would a European lineup be without Worms in the mid-90s? This is technically their last 16-bit release. Bark. How hard is yours? Come on! Come on! Come on. Guys.
What were we saying about British games and Jack in it?
Yeah. The Babes versus the Bands versus Ocean. There we go.
Babes versus the Band.
Babes versus Bands versus Ocean. Oh, Babes and Ocean team up to take on the Bands. Get him, Bridget. All right, check this out. I got a bazooka, and I'm going to use it. Oops.
Okay.
That hurt him a little bit.
It certainly didn't feel good for them.
Yeah, if you haven't played this, it's an artillery sim, meaning that it plays like this. There's many different weapons you can choose from. You get more during the battle. I guess the bands are trying to be like allusions to 90s bands, because I saw Pearl over there.
Yeah.
And Sound.
Mm-hmm.
An obvious reference to Soundgarden. Maybe they're stretching a little bit. What kind of weapons we got? There we go. Give me something good. Give me like the freaking... Give me an airstrike. Yeah, like right around here should do it.
Sorry, Lee.
Brutal. An airstrike just to take out one worm, and it didn't
they're
even
on
work.
your own team.
Yeah. Which button does things? There we go. Dragon Ball. Like Goku.
Just like Goku.
Just like Goku.
Just like Goku.
It's Worms. You can play it on Super Nintendo, or you can play it anywhere else, or you can not play it. The choice is yours.
The choice is yours.
So that concludes the retail lineup released by Ocean. But Ocean, having the habit of just snapping up licenses, of course they made a few games that didn't make it to market. Let's play a couple of those.
Ooh.
I think you're gonna like this one.
Is this Lobo?
It's Lobo.
I guess they were gonna do a Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
No. What is this?
Yeah.
Is this a fighting game?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's a fighting game where you play as the DC Comics hero Lobo. And this was made at the height of the popularity of pre-rendered graphics. So get ready for how this game looks. Look at this.
Oh.
They fully developed this. They made this whole game intending to release it. They made versions for Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, and neither version got released. It was reviewed in GamePro, where they savaged it. They gave it like a sleepy face. No game ever gets a sleepy face.
They gave it the sleepy face?
Yep.
Oh, that's so sad.
Here's the special moves. It takes him 5 seconds to pull out a gun, and then he puts it back in. I love the wind-up.
Oh.
Hang on, I gotta pull out my gun. No, hold up. Stop it. I gotta complete my animation. Come on, dude. Just let me shoot you. Stop it. There we go, I got one out. A lot of characters in this, a lot of animation frames, a whole lot of work went into this for ultimately a game no one wanted. Even if you liked Lobo, I don't think you would have liked this game. What? What did you say?
Mm-hmm. People loved Lobo. What are you talking about, Jordan?
For a time, yeah, Lobo was one of those badasses. It was a comic you would buy if you were a badass, along
Lobo
with like
was Deadpool before Deadpool.
You would buy this, you would buy Spawn, you would buy Lady Death.
I'm not even a Lobo fan, but here I am defending Lobo from the anti-Lobo league.
Glad you're here, Alex.
Thank you.
It's the kind of game where you can look at it and tell that just how much work went into it, which was a lot, but also it's not any fun to play, and you can tell why they canceled it. It's just, why get to this point? Why not cancel it when you just have like one character made? Maybe they didn't know.
Hey, can I just say I hate that guy's mouth in the upper corner there?
It's a pretty bad mouth. I don't like looking at it. Let's kill him. I think I found an infinite.
But his bar's not going... Oh, there he goes.
I just gotta win. Yeah! Yeah!
He did it.
Lou. Spelled like the toilet.
Do you think he also recycles his urine? Sorry.
That's the one constant in all these games. You figured it out, Alex.
Sorry.
All these games involve urine somehow. You could tell what they were thinking. They were thinking, Killer Instinct, we want some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Lobo is the character to give us our Killer Instinct. Well, he almost did. Real shame. What's not a shame is that the prototypes for this and the Genesis version were discovered and were documented.
Oh, good.
So you can get both of those. A win for game preservation, a loss for fans of good games. What also almost made it out was a game called Mr. Tough. This is not based on a license. This is an Ocean original.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, look at him.
Okay, he's all right.
Apparently there was also a ROM discovered of the unreleased Green Lantern game that Ocean was developing.
Oh.
The ROM's not out there from what I could find. It is documented in a YouTube video, though. There's multiple other unreleased Ocean games around this time period. The one game that I want to see, the one game I want people to track down and dump, is the legendary unreleased Ocean game based on the movie Radio Flyer.
Yes! I want that so bad.
So as I mentioned, Ocean, not too particular when it comes to licenses. You can tell because they literally picked up the license to release a game based on Radio Flyer, a movie about child abuse. Literally what it's about. It's a movie about a kid escaping his abusive father.
With the radio flyer.
With the Radio Flyer wagon. And Ocean was all like, "Oh yeah, that's a big hit. We're gonna release a game based on that. Everybody's gonna want to play that." And there's some screenshots in EGM showing that they did actually start work on the game. They made pixel art of the wagon itself. No telling what the kind of gameplay it was. Apparently it was going to be a flight simulator?
A flight simulator?
Yeah.
Because I know the whole thing is that these boys want to fly away from abuse on their radio flyer.
Right, and that ties into the fun video game. Someone needed to take Ocean aside in the 90s and ask, you okay? You alright, man? You licensed Radio Flyer. You paid money for that. No one's gonna want to make a game based on Radio Flyer.
Toys is a much, like, I know they made a game off of toys. That's at least a little bit smarter.
Yeah. That is only slightly more profitable than a Radio Flyer game would have been.
I bet, but the thing, here's the other fucked up thing. It's not just this. The people who had the Radio Flyer license went to Ocean, was like, hey, do you want this? Do you want to make a game off of this movie?
It's so messed up.
That's the most messed up thing, that some studio went to fucking
I really
Ocean.
wonder if it was misrepresented at the license fair or wherever they picked up the license, where they were just like, oh yeah, it's a movie based on the wagon, it's family fun for all ages.
Yeah, because it seems like in the ads that it's like this movie about these kids whose who learn and love and grow up together and who have fun adventures in their radio flyer wagon. I literally didn't know it was about child abuse until much later in my life, because I never saw it as a kid.
Like either the movie was retooled or somebody didn't get the message, but either way, that almost happened, and I know there's a prototype ROM out there somewhere. Even if it's just like preliminary graphics or whatever, I want to play it. I just want to witness the heights of Ocean's pure stupidity in licensing things.
How is this?
This is alright. Mr. Tough is okay. He punches things. He's pretty tough. He's a better video game than Radio Flyer, probably.
Ocean's Serial Mom, Ocean's Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, there's infinite movies you could name from the 90s that are more conducive to video games than Radio Flyer. But also, I hope that gives you some kind of context for why Ocean died when it did. They continued in Europe for several years afterward, but starting in around 95, they just let go of their US release branch, decided to focus entirely on the European market, which is for the best. For fuck's sake.
Jordan, I saw Toys in the theater when it was released.
I saw Toys in the theater too.
Nice.
Bros forever, people who saw Toys in the theater. There's like 12 of us, but we are irrecoverably fucked up.
We're all like, damn, I sure hope they don't use these children's playthings for the military-industrial complex. Well, time to play my modern war game.
Yeah, that'll never happen. Weirdly prescient movie and also terrible.
It is. It's such a terrible movie, but it's kind of real about the military using anyways.
So this game's okay. It is one of the best Ocean games I've ever played, so of course it didn't get released. It was a little bit too late. I guess this would have been 94 or 95. The market would have been saturated.
Yeah.
And you gotta leave room for games like Waterworld and Dennis the Menace. It can't all be Mr. Tough. And that's a damn shame.
It is a shame.
Yeah, this one's alright. I think this would be above Bubsy on our mascot list. But we have one final game to show off, and it's one movie licensed game that you can fully determine that this was a failed movie based on the fact that they developed this game completely and then canceled it, because nobody would have been interested in buying it. That is, of course, The Shadow.
The Shadow! Oh, yeah, my boy The Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
This is around the time they also did the Phantom movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time for 1930 serials, baby.
Ocean's the Day the Clown Cried. God, if only. Yeah, this is right at Ocean's peak of just snapping up every license, just assuming anything will be a huge hit. Made a game based on The Shadow. They also made a pinball machine. One thing I'll say is that the pinball industry is even less picky about the licenses it picks than Ocean was.
Yes.
Which is why we have a pinball machine based on the movie Maverick, but not a video game.
Is that why we got a Johnny Mnemonic pinball machine?
Yes, but there also was a game, so...
Was there?
Yeah, it's that FMV game.
Oh, yeah! Completely spaced on that.
Who? Who?
Oh!
That guy. Now, this game for a long time was just assumed to be a released game, but very, very rare, because this was one of the first games to be dumped and distributed in terms of Super Nintendo ROMs. This was out there in the first batch in the 90s. Some scene group got a hold of a review copy. They just dumped it. And because of the decentralized way ROMs were distributed, people just assumed this was a released game. But it was not.
I also thought this was a released game, so this is all new to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's since been corrected in the no intro sets, but for a while in all the ROM sets you would get, it was just like, yeah, Shadow, it came out. Same with Bobby's World. That was another unreleased game that got dumped pretty early.
There's some pizzerias, if you go to your left, it looks like.
Oh, give me those. Wait a minute, I can't go left.
Bullshit.
This is what evil lurks in the hearts of men. Pizzerias for thee, but not for me. This stream has made me loopy.
Yeah, we're kind of losing it.
Good thing this is the last game. Now, in terms of Super Nintendo beat-em-ups, this is most similar to Batman Returns by Konami. So much so it almost seems like a ripoff in some ways. Like you get all these different items you can use, like the dash. You can do that. You can also turn invisible. Check this shit out. You can be invisible. Where am I? No one knows. No one knows.
So was this developed by Ocean?
I actually don't know who developed this.
Because, like, I'm looking at the characters, like...
And then we have Devastate.
And the things, and this looks very competent.
It is. It's surprisingly pretty okay. It's no
Like,
Batman Returns, but it's no The Tick.
I get Data East vibes from this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That kind of vague competence that Data East exudes. The kind we haven't seen from Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is alright. For console beat 'em up. It's no Sonic Blast Man 2, but what is?
Danny,
Yeah.
you got a show for 3 cents. That's such a good deal.
That is a good deal.
What do you think it is? Think it's gonna be a singer? I think it's gonna be some comedy? Think it's gonna be like a monkey?
It's gonna be all three. It's the Three Stooges! They got a monkey now.
I was gonna say, which of the Three Stooges sang?
Wait, this is like 40s. This would have been... Whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. It could be like the older Stooges. Don't worry about it.
In my new multiverse movie, the Shadow crosses over with the Three Stooges, and he becomes one of them.
Okay.
And then it's the Four Stooges.
So they really do need to do a multiverse movie based on 1930s comic strips. And if you didn't know, they actually kind of did this.
Did they?
Have y'all ever... I showed this to you. Danny, do you remember the animated special, The Man Who Hated Laughter? With Popeye?
Sort of?
There was a, if you haven't heard of it, one of the first multiverse whatever things was it was called Popeye Meets the Man Who Hated Laughter, a 1972 American animated 1-hour television film that featured, let's see the characters that featured in it. Oh boy, we've got Barney Google and Snuffy Smith, Blondie, Beetle Bailey, Bringing Up Father, Flash Gordon, Henry, High and Lois, the Katzenjammer Kids, Little Iodine, the Little King,
Little Iodine? What?
Mandrake the Magician.
Is that a rapper?
The Phantom, Popeye, Prince Valiant, Quincy, Steve Canyon Tiger, and Tim Tyler's Luck, all together.
Wow, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
All these characters had to team up to stop the Man Who Hated Laughter.
Dude, we're fighting Oates!
Yo!
Where's Hall? He just beat his ass and he's all like, oh, I can't go for that.
Hold on, I think The Man Who Hated Laughter is still on YouTube.
Are you noticing something strange about this game? how it seems pretty distinct from the rest of the Ocean Software lineup and actually seems good,
Yes.
competently developed, made by people who kind of gave a shit, and resulted in a pretty good game. Think about what was released from Ocean. Think about the John Goodman Flintstones. Think about Dennis the Menace. The kind of stuff that was deemed the movies were just popular enough to be released, even if the game sucked. This is the opposite case, where the movie was unpopular, but the game was okay, and it never came out. That's just the weird reality of the video gaming business.
God, that's so weird.
It's weird and it's a shame, but that's Ocean. It's weird and it's a shame.
That's Ocean.
I think that about sums it up. MC Nolly.
Wait, what?
These are good character names. Man, I want to play through this. Apparently this game lasts forever, though. This is one of those 4-hour-long beat-em-ups. He gets a gun!
Okay, alright.
This is sick! This is just the Punisher now. Man, what a shame Ocean is. Even when they did get the dud licenses and make good games, they still didn't have a chance of making it to market. Ocean Software on Super Nintendo. Some good stuff, some bad stuff, but at least we had fun, right?
We had fun. We had some laughs. We were that horrible jelly boy.
We were the horrible jelly boy, and I'll never forget it. This one's for you, Ocean Software. I'm unloading all this ammo into the side of a building for you.
Hold on.
Give me my pizzeria. Give it to me. Give it to me. All right, that's the end of the stream. Thanks everybody for watching, and thank you to Jelly Boy for being a horrible abomination worthy of our end screen. Wow, what a time that was. We played, what, 70, 80, 1,000 games? It feels like a million. Feels like 1 million games, but we somehow got through it. And hopefully you have a better perspective on Ocean Software's presence on the Super Nintendo. We're a patron-supported show. You can head to patreon.com/retropals if you want to support us. Alex is here to tell you more while I look for a raid target.
And if you would like to support us on Patreon, if you do pitch in at least $5 or more a month, we do give you access to our Wednesday polls. This Wednesday, you voted for Ocean because you were like, I gotta see Jelly Boy. We gotta see Jelly Boy. God damn it, we gotta see Jelly Boy.
Whoa,
and you know
cool
what?
down.
We delivered. We delivered. We delivered. You were all very heated, but we delivered. So definitely, if you would like to vote on what we play every Wednesday, just consider pitching in about $5 a month. We're also on Twitter, twitter.com/retropalshq. Post when we go live there, when we've got new videos on YouTube and all that good stuff. And we are also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post full-length highlights of our streams there, including our latest one, which, oh, I know it, and it was a good one because I tweeted about it. Oh, what was it, Danny? I forgot.
This week's YouTube archive was Data East on NES.
Data East, yes, it's our Data East catalog showcase. Definitely check that one out. It's really interesting, and Data East has some really weird games in that one.
They sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are heading over to friend of the show Spin Cut, who is playing Streets of Rage 1, my favorite Streets of Rage. I know no one else agrees with me on that, but I like it, and we're gonna watch it. So enjoy that. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
See ya, folks.